Alright, to begin, I want to talk about the Peyton and Eli Monday Night Football broadcast that they've been doing on ESPN2. And I'm all for it. I love this broadcast. I was watching it last night. I watched it the week before, and I am going to miss it. They're not doing it until week 7. But I liked it. I really liked it. It keeps everyone entertained. Like, even yesterday, it was not a great game, and yet they stayed entertained. They brought in LeBron James. They brought in Nick Saban. They brought in Chris Long. And just to do that, and they brought in Matt Stafford, and just to do that and keep everyone entertained, I like the broadcast. And I also like that they do have kind of like free reign to do whatever they really want to do. And they just go and do their thing. And it keeps everyone entertained. And quite honestly, it's a lot better than the actual Monday Night Football broadcast. Because I don't know if you noticed this, but I noticed it all last year. It feels like everyone on the broadcast for Monday Night Football sounds exactly the same. So it's so confusing. And when they don't sound the same, you don't know who's making a good analysis or a bad analysis. So it's also almost gimmicky in a way. Where ESPN2, Peyton and Eli, they're just having a good time. Eli may mop Peyton's forehead a few times. Their dad may come on the field, may come on and watch a little bit. It's a great time. I do enjoy this. It took me a while to rotate my dish a little bit to be able to say I want to watch the broadcast and now I want to watch Eli and Peyton talk. But I enjoy it. I really do. And I am going to miss it, the fact that they won't do it for a couple weeks. But I do enjoy it. And I think they should do this full time. I think actually Monday Night Football should do this. This is how you bring viewership in. Just get people who are entertaining. And that's what Peyton and Eli are. They're very entertaining. Prescott was talking on the Rich Eisen show and also after the game against the Eagles, as we'll get to in a bit. He said, I'm playing the best I've ever played after the ankle injury. I think that's a fair assumption in a lot of ways because he has played a lot better. Everyone, like, he's played extremely well. Like, I think yesterday he was 22 of 26 or 21 of 26. The week prior he was 23 of 27. Like, they're not having him do so much, but when he's on the field, they're gonna have him make some plays. He doesn't turn the ball over. It was a great job by him, and so, yes, I agree. He has probably played better than he ever has. Giants linebacker Blake Martinez tears his ACL. He's done for the year, and unfortunately for the Giants, because you can't afford to lose guys like that. Guys that are tackling machines. I talked about it last week how Jalen Smith was a tackling machine. Blake Martinez is the same way. He's a tackling machine. You need him in the middle. And he's not going to be there. It puts the Giants in a spot where they don't really want to be in. We got news last week that Super Wildcard Weekend would be moved onto Monday Night Football a little bit, as there will be 2 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and 1 game on Monday night. Now, if you play on Monday night, you're mostly guaranteed that you're going to play on Sunday, but it puts teams in a very interesting position. And I think this will help because it's going to boost the Monday Night Football viewers up, and it's going to keep, like, it's too much to watch 3 games on Saturday, 3 games on Sunday, and it doesn't work. Spread it out a little bit and let them figure it out. And I think this is a smart job. Keep the viewership up and let's go. Left tackle for the Saints, Teron Armstead, suffered an elbow injury to miss multiple weeks. This is a big blow. Armstead is one of your best offensive linemen. He does everything well. And you don't find guys like that, who's been in the league a long time and done everything well. I mean, granted, he got to protect a Hall of Famer, and now he protects Jameis Winston. But if you don't have him, it's a big blow to your offense. So hope everything is okay for Armstead. Josh Gordan gets reinstated, signs with the Chiefs practice squad. This is big. The Chiefs have struggled, I think. They've struggled at their second receiver, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later. But the Chiefs need someone that can give them a boost in a strange way, because they need a boost for a guy who has some speed but is also very aggressive. And that's what Josh Gordan is. Now, hopefully Josh Gordan doesn't get suspended again and everything goes okay. Bucs wide receiver Scotty Miller to miss significant time with a toe injury. Now, as a wide receiver, when you get hurt, it's very difficult, because any injury is bad. Your hands, it's terrible. Your shoulder, it's terrible. Your chest, it's terrible. Your ribs, it's terrible. If you get concussed, you're out. You're not going to play. A leg injury, it's very difficult to play. So, it becomes so difficult to play and not be in pain. We saw it last night again with Amari Cooper. He was playing with fractured ribs, or bruised ribs really, but he's basically said one of his ribs is broken. That's how he explained it. So, it is dangerous, and especially, Scotty Miller's a great slot wide receiver. He's small, so it's hard to find him, but he makes always big plays. So, not having him is huge. And they'll need him, especially if Giovanni Bernard does not play either, as he was still getting tests from last night, even though they played the whole day before that. Scott Miller is also an IR candidate due to the fact that he's going to miss multiple weeks. KJ Hamlin, the wide receiver for the Broncos, tears his ACL. He's done for the year. And this is, again, a big blow on the Broncos' half. Losing a guy like that, who can spread the field enough and has good speed and can make all the small routes look really good and all the deep routes look really good and make them all look similar to each other, those guys are hard to find. And not having Hamlin is going to be big, because now you're interested on who's going to take his spot. We don't know. Coach Sirianni tries to explain why Miles Sanders only had 2 carries. Now, this is hard to explain, and I will explain it more in our recap. But 2 carries is not enough for Sanders. You got to give him the ball more. He had a total of 5 touches last night. 3 catches, didn't do very well in the catching department, and 2 carries for 27 yards. Like, that's not very good. You gotta give them the ball more. They became too pass heavy. They became one-dimensional, and that's why the Cowboys did as well as they did. And the last note is, Richard Sherman visited the Bucs after the Bucs said that they would want him to visit if he clears everything up to the allegations. So now he goes and visits the Tampa Bay Bucs today.